Applications. Most of these applications working with phone's camera, so I can say it depends on the quality of the camera, we can have different results. Here I will show some of these applications. Okay, here is my phone. You can see I'm using different applications and I will show you some of them to see how I use them, how they can help you. Depends on your need. The first application that I want to talk about is Pixlr. It's very useful and interesting. It's completely different from most of the applications that I saw. So by clicking on that, this will give you information. Pixlr will start capturing everything that is displayed on your screen. What does it mean? It means this. The color that you see here is the color of my screen. As you can see, by moving around, it's going to change and give you different information. You can read the color name and codes. Even for example, you have a picture, you want to see what color is in the picture. Easily you will select your picture, then just move on it and see the color. For example, this is light green, purple, deep purple, lime. It's very interesting and useful. When you finish using it, don't want it, when you want to stop it, easily stop it. The next one is Color Graph. Color Graph will show you the color and codes. It's the same function in most of the application, but in different way. Okay, as you can see, it's the blue color. You can read it on the left hand on the top with the hex code and HSV code on the right hand. As you can see, it's very easy to work. You can change the lighting because lights directly affect on the color. We all know that in cloudy day or on the sun, it's different from the light in the home. Here is blue, here is cyan. It depends on the light. Even you can use flashlight or you can change the camera. Here you can see all the colors that you selected, and by clicking on one of them, for example the last one, very light orange, it can show you more information. Even you can take a screenshot to use it on your project. The RGB code, HSV code and lab code, and even HSV. You can make palette. I will explain the application briefly, then you can by download them, try them and see which one is suited for you. Another application is Colorblind Pal. This one kind of is the same as Color Graph. Even you can freeze the image. The next one is Colorblind Helper. It will give you option to select an image from the camera or from the gallery. So it's basically work on image. Should capture image. Okay. Then by this eyedropper or color picker, you can see what color is different parts. See, you can have RGB and hex, and the color name of course. Color picker. It's basically work on image. Should capture image. You can see what color is different parts. Color detector. Using a camera, you can hold and move, select different parts. As a colorblind person, we rather to see, okay, this is green, light green, dark green. Some of these colors name make us confused actually. So personally, I rather to working with those that are simpler. Color chooser, you can select a color here, so it'll give you the name. Here you can have RGB code and hex code, as you can see here. Very easy to use. These 5 applications grab the color, capture the color and show you the code. Depends on your need, you can use them. Next 3 applications making scheme or palette for you. This one called color scheme. So as you can see, I have some samples here, but I will show you the new one. Camera, let's take a picture. We have all the colors with the all codes, RGB and CMYK codes, which exist in this picture. If you click on the source, you will see a small picture. This is your source. This is it, the one that I captured already. I want to know, for example, what color is it? What color is it? What color is it? How I can understand? I can use in code RGB and CMYK. It's already giving me information, for example, for this one. It's giving me information that RGB, the amount of red is 133, amount of green is 215, amount of blue is 236. So it's a lot of blue, it's bluish. At the same time, green, and less than that, red. But what in CMYK code? C is cyan, magenta, yellow, and key, which is black color. So we see have 43% cyan. So this is cyan. Let's test it, make sure. We will using Pixlr, start to use it, open it. Yes, cyan. As you can see, it's very interesting to have this information to guess. This is great because in the CMYK code you can see 34% is the key color. More than all of them is black color, but it's not 100% that call it black, so it's great. Another one is color harmony. Harmonic palette. You can choosing, for example, one color and see the palette for it. For example, I'll be using red. As you can see, it's giving me a palette on the top, so I can use this palette by the hex code, or let's make it green. Even I can use different scheme here. Complementary of red, of green. So this one is for RGB, but I have HSV, CMYK, and RAW too. Another one is a palette. Take a photo. Okay. Okay, in this one you can see all the colors that exist in this picture. You can see it. You can copy and shade or add to our favorite one. Awesome photos. You can see in these photos what color exists that make them awesome or make them good. For example, this one, if you want to see what color is it, so you can use Pixlr again to find it. Real color mixer, so useful for painters. Firstly, make a palette, You can use different colors to make a color here. It's really mixing colors. Black. Then looking for some colors. It's a list of all the colors, different shade and tones. Orange, violet. I will go for deep violet. Okay, I can use this one too. The combination of these two colors is this one. As a result, you can see equal amount of these two. Even I can make it more purplish or more dark. Let's choose some orange color here. Okay, I will add orange to it. More orange, less purple or nothing purple. It's very good, very interesting. Or basic colors. Touch it and it's gonna add. So make it more yellowish. Nothing purple, nothing black. It's only purple, is only orange and yellow. Then you can save it. And it's gonna be your color. You can use this palette anytime. The next application I want to talk about is raw colors. Raw colors are used for information defining standard colors for varnish, powder coating, and plastic. For example, you can have different hues of colors. Let's see on the yellow. You have different kind of yellow here. By clicking on them, it will give you information. What is the name? Different language even. Some information. You can see hex color, RGB, HSL, so many different color codes. Okay, because I cannot see this color, RAL 1013, I was wondering, is it yellow? Because I see it kind of bluish or greenish. So I will go to the CMYK, the last one, and I see the percentage. So I see yes, the yellow is more than other magenta and cyan, and there is no black here. So it's yellowish color really. It's very interesting to see different colors, even this one. Of course, it's gray and yellow together, even more grayish than yellowish, but the yellowish percentage is so much. It's very interesting. Last but not least is Adobe Capture. Adobe Capture is very interesting and completely different from other applications. Brush is making some pattern on the image that you are looking at it and give you some information. It's very interesting and useful, especially maybe for painters or anyone that's interested to see what color are in the image or what they're seeing. So here you can see some patterns on the white side, and it's white. It's because the color that is selected is white. It shows which part of this picture or the video that we see contains of white color. If I touching the blue, you'll see green, this green, this green, orange, dark green, patterns, making these shapes. Looks, it show you this image is contained of what colors. It's not very useful for me because more than seeing what colors are in this image, I'm interested to see the name of them or having the codes. Colors. In the colors part, it automatically harmonized colors looks. You can make some change by moving or touch it. when you can change the pattern. For example, this green part in comparison with the sky. Shape, showing the outline of the things you are seeing. Type is if you're seeing some text, and material is for people that using things for material. So I tried so many applications, and these are some of them that I usually use, but depends on your work, because most of my job done on the computer, so I'm not using a lot of application. But sometimes when I'm outside, I'm wondering what color is this building, what colors is this, for example furniture or clothes. Is very useful for shopping and clothes. So I hope you find it useful and start using them. By understanding how this application works, you can find which one is better for you and which one is not so useful for you.